Hello and welcome to our channel.
We are Fran and Rich, and 7 years ago we took a big step selling our house to buy a narrowboat for a simpler off-grid lifestyle.
Fast forward to today, we've switched boats and added Percy, our motorhome.
We've also found a space to grow our own produce, stepping closer to that self-sufficient dream.
So come along with us and our spaniel Archie as we share our journey. It's Easter Sunday and we're down on the plot for the day. And it's gorgeous weather again, and I thought, let's have a nice easy job. And despite not having sown any beans yet, I'm putting up the canes for said things. So these shorter ones are going to be for not dwarf French beans, climbing French beans, which don't go too high. And the taller ones there are going to be for runner beans and borlotti beans. We're going bean frenzy because we're going to grow them and we're going to save the beans for stews and other things what Fran makes. So I just got to tie these in. That's one lot done. Just got to do the taller ones for the runner beans, and I've forgotten just how tedious a job this is. Well, as we've got no lawnmower here, our little bits of grass here and there have to be done with hand shears.
With the human lawnmower.
Human lawnmower.
It's okay, we're just doing a little bit each time we come. Just so if you work on one bed, weed it, water it if it needs it, and do the edges on one bed at a time. And it's not a problem at the moment. We don't need to buy a lawnmower, do we?
No, we don't. We get a sheep.
Well, there you go.
Those shears were my mum's. How about that?
Were they?
Maisie's shears.
We need a bit of WD-40, I think. They're hard work at the moment, but...
Right, crack on, treacle. I've got more poles to tie up. I've been summoned back. She hath something to say, apparently.
We're trying to leave quite a lot of the natural wildflowers around if they're not a problem. Obviously things like dandelions will try and deadhead, otherwise we might get evicted by the other plot holders. But I've just come across this as I'm edging, and this is plantain, narrow-leaved plantain. And this is a really, really good plant medicinally for health reasons. So if you just take these leaves, if you get bitten or stung and it's an emergency, just chew one of these leaves. It sounds horrible, and you make like a spittle ball and stick it on a bee sting or a bite, and it instantly stops it from stinging and hurting and itching. And it's a miracle, even with children. I've seen children screaming and crying, and you spit on it, maybe they're just shocked at what you've done.
I can't believe what the hell you're doing.
But it does work. And what I've done as well, I've just steeped a load of this, chopped it up and steeped it in almond oil or any oil, and made like an oily poultice. It's on the boat, so if we get bitten and it's itchy, you just rub some on. But it's a brilliant plant, so yeah, that is staying.
Love the flowers on that, they're really cute.
Yeah.
And of course we got a foxglove there which we inherited, so that will be beautiful in about a month's time. And there's a couple of dandelions down there. We tend to leave the flowers on, don't we, and then just pull them off when
once they get like seed. This one is seeded now,
yeah.
So I'll just get rid of that.
The bees do like the flowers, don't they?
And they're pretty, aren't they?
We've noticed that a couple of the pea sticks that we've put in the ground to support the peas have actually started to grow. Look at that. So I think, if I'm right, is it a red currant, a black currant, or is it a
that's a currant.
Raspberry?
Oh, it might be a raspberry actually, yeah. I think, yeah. Right. So
we'll just have to wait and see. So we've had a morning's work, we've had our little bit of lunch, and now we've got a brew on. Can't be bad, can it, eh?
It's brilliant. And the next best thing is that we have found some asparagus spears appearing in between the leeks. We thought we might have had some when we were doing the digging, but we weren't sure. Anyway, next time we come, we're bringing some fresh eggs from the farm, and we're going to cut some asparagus spears and boil them in the little cooker.
Ooh.
And dip them in our boiled eggs.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the life, isn't it? I'm going to point you to said asparagus. Don't mind me, Archie. Look at that. Asparagus coming up in between the leeks. Yummy. But every day we come here, there's a couple of more spears.
I know, and they're fat enough to eat, definitely.
Lovely.
We won't pick all of them.
Well, we're in full bean production. Run the beans first. We're doing a few pots of them. I'll do an extra pot for the swaps table as well, I think.
Oh, another one, okay. Yeah, we've got to replenish the swapsy table because we've taken so much off of it. So they can just have a little pot.
This is the fun bit. I love sowing seeds. It just hits the spot for me.
Especially when you've got an assistant to write your labels for you.
We're doing it the lazy way, sat down and don't know where to put anything now. Well, anyway, we are having fun, are we not?
And this is all, we're the only ones here. It's Easter Sunday afternoon. I guess they've all gone home for their Easter roasts.
Yeah, we've had cheese and biscuits on the plot.
But yeah, it's just so peaceful, so lovely. But in a way, it's the community is one of the things that's nice about this as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
We've already got to know some people down here, and on a boat it can be a little bit lonely, can't it? Sometimes when you're moored up,
Yeah.
if you haven't got friends around you and they're cruising other parts of the country, it can be a little bit lonely. So it's really nice to get to know a few people. And allotment people are so friendly on the whole, aren't they?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah, you get the odd ones that want to tell you how to do things, but they're only trying to help and advise. But we've had so much help from people already, haven't we, here?
Yeah, it's been fabulous. We're sitting on some chairs that were up at the swaps table, the giveaway table, and they're fantastic, aren't they?
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Fran's got an eagle eye when it comes to what's being put up there, and she spotted these, I think, within about 5 minutes of them being put there.
That pot needs a sticky label on it.
Right.
So we're just, at the moment, we're writing on masking tape and just sticking it on the pots because we haven't got any labels. I've run out. I've got to make some more. But that's working pretty well. Yeah.
I think we'll do another pot of runner beans because you can never have too many. Because I'm only putting 4 in a pot, not 5 as you suggested.
The biggest problem that we're having is getting compost. So we have, when we've been out in the van, got some, but we really are being strict with ourselves about using the van now for going and getting things. We don't want to. But we can get some delivered. There's a local person delivering. They say, well, I don't know if they're farmers or what they are, but they're a person. They're definitely a person.
Yeah.
Anyway, they are selling homemade organic compost and they deliver it here to us. 12 bags for £50, which is brilliant, isn't it?
It is.
So I think we've just got to bite the bullet and spend some more money on that.
Label required.
I'm talking too much, sorry.
So yeah, we're really at one with the world when we're down here, aren't we? It's such a lovely place to be, and all the blossom is out on the trees now. The sun's shining. It's not too hot, but I'm getting on the chilly side, I suppose. The wind's coming from the north, but we'll survive. So what we're going to do is do a bit of sowing. What's next? What beans are next? Climbing French beans or something like that?
We've got so much to sow. I think you said earlier to camera, didn't you, that we're trying to sow beans for drying and harvesting to take with us. If we go cruising in the winter, we can actually take stuff with us and use them for soups and stews and all sorts of things. That's open, so you must have done that one.
They're dwarf beans, yeah.
We have a protocol of writing the date that you've sown on the back of the packet.
Some of us do. some of us forget
Nothing
what to do.
on there.
You're quite diligent.
So
aren't
I'm
you?
absolutely diligent.
That was done about, you could put a week ago. Is it the 20th there? We'll put the 15th.
Oh, here we
that.
go. Look at these ones. I'm really looking forward to these. Can you see that? Purple beans.
Oh.
These are fagiolo rampicanti, cosa violette.
Beans.
Purple beans. So we'll have some of them.
What are they going? Are they climbing?
Climbing French beans, yes.
Oh, purple French beans.
Yeah.
I'll put two in a
Plant.
pot, yeah.
2 metres tall with abundant production. So there we go.
So as I was saying, what we're going to do is sow these few pots, and then we'll take you on a tour of the plot and where we are at the moment. It's so exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You must be so excited. We managed to pick up a heap of pots. Look at this. Fran put a plea out on Facebook. Has anybody got any pots locally? And somebody on a farm sent us a picture of what they got. So we, on our way back, picked them up yesterday, didn't we?
We did.
So that's brilliant. That saved us a few
Yeah.
quid.
And also, you know, a lot of these pots just end up, people put them in their bins and they end up going into landfill. And we actually went into a nursery while we were away last time in the van, and they'd got a big container for recycling that people could bring their old pots and take pots. And we got quite a few from there as well, didn't we?
Did.
What a brilliant idea, because I think I've decided that gardening is one of the least environmentally friendly occupations and hobbies that there is going, which is
There's
ironic.
A lot of plastic in it, isn't there? So
All the netting is plastic.
we're trying not to buy any plastic at all, are we? But every now and again we have to buy a little something, don't we? That ends up
Yeah.
being plastic, but
I
in the
think
main we're just using second-hand stuff that we can pick up. from here and
Exactly. There was lots of netting left on the table that we've used. You can get proper, it's not a hessian, I don't know what it's made of,
Jute type
twine,
thing, yeah.
jute netting, but it is so expensive. And I guess as time goes on, gradually we might buy, you know, a bit here and there when we can, and it should last for a long, long while, because my biggest hate on the allotment and the worst job ever is sorting out plastic netting. It's horrible, isn't it?
You
It's the
have
worst job.
You have a pet hate for it, don't you?
I do.
It is awkward stuff to manipulate.
Um,
Right, what beans are next?
well, this one hasn't been
Are we doing
labelled.
another one?
hasn't been labelled yet.
Purple. Purple. So we're doing 3 pots of that.
It looks like it.
We've been a bit shy, haven't we, vlogging on the plot here, because there's people milling around here and there. We don't necessarily want them to know what we're up to. We quite like the anonymity of being on here.
And also, you don't want other people on camera if they don't really
No.
want to be on there. It's not
Absolutely,
fair, is it?
no.
All sorts of things happen on allotments, and maybe people don't always want to be filmed down here. They're notorious places, really.
There's that film, wasn't there, once about love on the
Yeah.
allotments or something?
Yeah,
What was that
yeah.
called? I can't remember.
Right, look at this one. This is another really interesting one. Can you see this? A long stringy bean. So we're going to have a go at that. I'm going to just call this string bean because it's got another long name. You can see the curved path is working perfectly, and everything's coming up. So this top bed we are having a go at, well, not square foot gardening, it's more like square metre maybe, but we're just planting stuff in squares. We had our first disaster here because we'd put some garlic in too late and it wasn't very good, and so that's come out. But we've got beetroots, carrots, onions,
Everything's
peas.
been munched. Didn't look at those peas. I think the pigeons got hold of those, so we've just netted them. And a row of radishes there that have got flea beetle holes in them, but hey ho, what can you do?
We're told that it's going to be, it's a weevil, isn't it? Flea beetle, and we've
Yeah.
also got bean weevil on the
Yes.
edge of these.
Some broad beans.
But it looks like they should be okay if they just keep growing strongly, and they are now.
A few rows of peas. They don't look a bit meh, don't they? They don't look like
Yeah,
they're doing much.
they're not
but
looking. I think we planted them, maybe made a mistake. We planted them a bit sparsely, so they've not supported each other. The ones that we sowed directly in the middle look a bit better. But we're just
even though they've
hoping.
been munched.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
So this is going to be our brassica bed here for cabbages, cauliflowers, etc. And we're going to completely net that whole area, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I've put all these supports up for the beans, what we have sown today. And pop over here. There's another couple of rows of peas.
We've got
And
mange two peas, haven't we,
Yeah.
that you eat the whole lot of. I think they might all be, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I think
even.
They're
They've
Norley variety, which is sugar snap pea.
Yeah.
So yeah, that bed there right in front is a potato bed. It's got various varieties of potato. The first one at that end there being salad potatoes.
And they're
First
just
early.
coming up now, so gradually we're earthing them up as they come up, so that the more soil you get, the more potatoes you get. So we just keep building them up and up and up.
Because the ground was just covered in grass really, wasn't it, when we took the plot on. It's taken some digging, and as you can see it's pretty clumpy. So
Yeah.
we're actually now starting, as you can see with this bed further along, to soak the bed and let it soak up the water and then dig it all in, so it's looking a lot better. Strawberry patch there, strawberry patch here, and they're coming on really well, aren't they?
They are. We've put some in the boat actually. We dug some plants up and put them underneath the pram cover on the boat, and we're not convinced that they're doing any better than these
No,
are,
we're
despite the fact they're in the warm. But
So the leeks are doing okay, and the asparagus that I showed you earlier, brilliant. I can't wait to taste that. We're taking some back with us tonight, some asparagus.
oh, I think we will do. You're not
Absolutely.
supposed to harvest asparagus in its first few years, but they look like pretty thick stems, really.
Yeah, I think they've been there a while.
So
we'll
that
just
will be our first proper harvest,
little
I
bits,
think.
yeah. That will be our first harvest, won't it?
Won't it? I ate a radish the other day, but it was more like a nothing. It wasn't like so tiny. But yeah,
Yeah, more canes and wigwams. And coming through here, we've got more broad beans, or
And
fava beans, is that what they're called?
yeah, broad beans, fava beans.
With
And
some,
summer broccoli, and
Summer
that's
broccoli,
the
that was it.
only plant that we've actually bought so far, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
We saw them in a nursery and we didn't have any growing, so they should be able to be harvested in end of June, July. I think we should be able to have summer broccoli.
that'll be nice, because you don't always want salad, do you, in the summer? You do sometimes want a bit of proper
Greenery.
green veg.
Bit of greenery is what you need.
Pop round the corner here, look at this water butt we purloined from the free table. Nobody wanted it, it was there for days and days, so we've got that, and drilled a hole and put a tap in just down there. Junkyard down the back here, couple of rhubarb plants that were given to us by fellow allotmenters, so we can't pick from them this year, they're just too small, so we'll have to wait till next year. I don't imagine for 1 minute we're going to get any cherries from this tree. The birds will get there first, but unless we throw a net over the top of it, maybe we would. Comfy.
Look at these chairs. This is the best bargain off of the freebie table
It was
yet,
good,
isn't
wasn't
it?
Yeah. And table.
A bucket and a slab.
And Archie, what do you think of the garden so far? What's in your bag more like? And we're coming to the polytunnel. I just don't think we can grow any more stuff now, do you? We've got to wait for it to spring up so we can put it in the ground. We've got brassicas, we've got sweet peas, we've got sweet corn, nasturtium, a couple of tomatoes that were given to us by another allotmenter, flower plants, more sweet peas. These are the pots we potted on today. There's some of the beans, more of the beans we planted today. My favourites, dahlias, just coming up there, as you can see. More flowers, more salad, more sweet corn, more sweet peas. Nasturtiums, which are brilliant, lovely flowers on there, and also you can eat the whole plant. This is Ipomea, or Ipomea rather, that's climbing blue bellflower. And there we've got sunflowers, more flowers, carrots, a couple of tomatoes donated from a allotmenter, and a cucumber donated from an allotmenter. So it's all good, isn't it? I can't wait till we can share the riches and
I know.
give out some of the stuff we've grown.
Well, that's true. But I mean, not only the plants, but I guess people will share vegetables when they're ready as well.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I think we're going to have some things. We've got 14 tomato plants. That's a lot of tomatoes to get through, isn't it? So
going around the path this way, Francis. Stick to the paths, Francis.
Which
no
way are we going?
across beds left.
So along
that's the
here,
spud
one
bed.
of the first things that we bought was some tubers for Jerusalem artichokes, which are a thing that some people just say, no, never grow them because you never get rid of them. Rich has never had them.
I've never eaten it, no.
So we've lovingly nurtured a few plants at the
corners
top
over
there, and then suddenly all of these Jerusalem artichokes are appearing here. But that's fine. They're in with the potato bed, so it's all edible and all good, isn't it?
They've got a reputation, haven't they, for making it a bit windy.
A bit gassy, but I've never found that. So
More peas down here, and I've sown in between the plants. This time I've put several peas into the ground so they'll come up later and help the crop. Sweet peas went out a bit early, perhaps.
I think so. They were a bit
cold.
sad looking, but we've got
Yeah.
plenty on them on the go. So
Strawberry bed, lots of flowers on it. We'll be netting that
and
later on before the fruit comes and the birds come.
And the first job every time we come down is about half an hour of bindweed picking. It's everywhere, but we just hope if we keep on going, we'll get rid of it.
And here we are in the fruit section. So we've got some raspberries here, two lines of raspberries. These on the end here appear not to have done much. That one I pulled up out of the greenhouse, out of the polytunnel the other day, but that doesn't seem to have wanted to take.
They were all other allotmenters and unwanted plants again.
But look at these red currants, look at the flowers on them. That's going to be really bountiful, isn't it?
It is. But this bush here, these are actually, I think that's black currant. This red currant was massive. It was the biggest red currant bush I've ever seen.
Huge, isn't it?
So we cut it back really vigorously, didn't we?
You did.
And it's gone crazy. Look at the growth. We won't have any fruit on that this year, but it looks so healthy. And I can smell blackcurrant off of this wood.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh, really
You've got
strong.
a really sensitive sense of smell, haven't you? And this is the composting area. This wooden bin here, we've just filled it with all the crud that we've dug out, haven't we?
Yeah,
all the grass on the top,
yeah.
and so that's full of bindweed roots, etc. So that's going to take a long time to rot down.
It's going to be a couple of years
Yeah.
before that can be used.
So we're
but
using these two Dalek bins for our kitchen waste, really, at the moment, isn't it? Until we start getting some veg waste.
kitchen waste. We're picking up grass cuttings when we get them, and we've also had some wool packing material that we were given. That some of that's going in there. Archie's dog hair clippings went in there.
And against this fence here, we've got some blackberries. And there's 3 of them dotted along there, which is excellent. And this is the next allotment, these trees, apple trees, and the pear tree. Happy girl, Fran?
It's the first time I've done that for many, many years, and you've never had fresh asparagus off of the plot, have you? So, unfortunately, there are 5 spears, so there's going to be a fight.
So we hope you enjoyed our little talk and walk around the plot. We'll be showing you how things progress as the year progresses. And if you see a funny fuzzy thing on the side of the picture there, I've smashed my phone screen, so Not happy about that.
No.
Anyway,
But-
that's going to be expensive repair, isn't it?
We'll also show you as the year goes on. Hopefully, once we start harvesting, we'll show you what we're doing with the stuff as well. You know, try and find some simple boat-friendly recipes, as mine always are. and what we can do. We've got to start thinking about what we can do to store this stuff for the year. Obviously, we haven't got a freezer, big freezer. So we've got to go back to the old-fashioned methods and the way people did it in the past.
Preserving stuff, yeah.
But we're hoping this is really going to be like the next step properly to being a little bit more off-grid and self-sufficient, aren't we? And, you know, independent, I think, maybe, from what's happening out there in the world. This is our little bit of us, isn't it?
It is indeed. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, thank you. See you soon.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, and a big thank you to all our supporters on Patreon, YouTube members and Buy Me a Coffee. Also, big thanks to everyone who's bought our products through our website floatingourboat.com. See you next time, and please like and subscribe.